Have you ever noticed how some men think the loudest voice wins? That if they're angry enough, intense enough, or intimidating enough, people will finally listen. But here's the truth: anger doesn't prove strength. Very often, it exposes weakness. We live in a culture that confuses aggression with masculinity. Movies celebrate the man who explodes. Social media applauds the man who put people in their place. Even some husbands believe that if they can dominate the room, they're leading. But ask yourself something. What happens after the yelling? What happens after the slammed door? What happens after that sarcastic comment? Your wife withdraws. Your children grow quiet. Trust begins to erode. Fear replaces safety. And eventually, the people you're trying to lead stop following your heart. They simply start avoiding your anger. That's not leadership. That's control. And those are not the same thing. The Bible paints a completely different picture of strength. Listen to Proverbs 16:32. He who is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. God says the strongest man isn't the one who conquers everyone around him. It's the man who conquers himself. Gentleness has been misunderstood for generations. Most people hear the word gentle and imagine someone passive, weak, timid, afraid to stand for truth. That's not biblical gentleness. Jesus described himself as gentle, yet he confronted hypocrisy. He cleansed the temple. He carried the cross. He never lacked courage. Gentleness isn't the absence of strength. It's strength under control. It's having the power to wound someone and choosing restraint instead. It's speaking truth without cruelty, correcting without humiliating, leading without intimidation. Any man can lose his temper. It makes a mature man to master it, because the goal isn't winning the argument. The goal is protecting the relationship. Think about this. If the people closest to you feel like they have to walk on eggshells, is your strength actually making them feel safe, or simply making them feel afraid? Real strength creates peace. It doesn't demand it. Your wife should feel safest around you, not because you're incapable of anger, but because you've learned to govern it. Your children should see a father who responds more than he reacts, who listens before speaking, who disciplines without rage, who stays steady when everyone else loses control. That's the kind of man people trust, because controlled strength builds security. Uncontrolled strength destroys it. This week, pay attention to your reactions, not just your actions. The next time frustration rises, pause. Take one slow breath. Pray before you respond. Ask yourself one question: will my response build trust or fear? Then choose the answer that reflects Christ. Strength without gentleness wounds people. But even a gentle man can make decisions that quietly damage his family, if he lacks wisdom. Next time, we're going to talk about why knowledge isn't enough, and why the wisest men often look very different than the smartest man. The world tells men to be louder. God calls men to be stronger. And sometimes, the strongest thing a man can do is lower his voice, control his emotions, and protect the hearts entrusted to his care. Because strength isn't measured by how much power you have over other people. It's measured by how much control you have over yourself. That's the man God builds. Forged in faith, bound by covenant. Let's get to work.